Welcome back. So we painted this bumper here and well, the feathering didn't turn out quite like we were hoping. So I think we're gonna strip it back down and see if we can clean it up a bit more. What was that product again that we were using that was supposed to feather this in?
Well, it was U-Paul 9, but we didn't do it quite right. We got great coverage, we got a good shine, and we used the O'Reilly where they mix your color in the can. But what happened is we didn't blend it very good here, and I was thinking we could live with the ridge if the paint came together good enough, but it didn't. So we're just going to sand that down. We're going to just repaint the bumper here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in. I'm going to get on that ridge ever so lightly. Try to take that ridge off without going through the paint. I painted, I had a 63 Falcon that your mom had, and a 64 Ford van, and both of them got painted, and I never sanded them. I think they were sanded. I think 240 was all I did.
Oh, really?
And they turned out really nice. I'm not sure. I don't think I did 400 on those. I think I did. Uncle Dave said do 180 and then 240 and you'll be fine. And sure enough, they turned out beautiful. That van, people walked up to me all the time wanting to buy that van. Oh yeah. That turned out good. Okay,
Nice.
just barely, you can see
Yeah, you can
where
see.
the little nicks were. It's like somebody tapped into it when they were parking or something, and
It's the license plate bolts.
yeah, hit the.
But the thing is there's two of them right next to each other, so you know what that tells me? They hit me twice.
Well,
That's,
first time wasn't good enough. Might as well do
Ah.
it again.
well, you know, that's the thing. When they see the peeling paint, they're like, I can walk away from this.
Well, it wouldn't have been you backing into anybody, would it?
No, absolutely not. Are you kidding me? I'd say masking and prep seem to be the most time-consuming and important steps. Because with the paint, I mean, I don't know, it always seems to me like these guys that are pretty skilled with the paint can usually get it sanded down and coated just right to hide a lot of the blemishes if you do well. I think doing it all the way down to the ground effect, though, is going to give us a lot better results.
Yeah.
I mean, it was worth a shot. I mean, I wanted to see how the U-pole stuff worked. It sounded like miracle stuff.
Well, it works probably better on the clear coat birds.
We have just a very little bit of primer that we have to put on before we put the paint on. Just got a couple spots where it came through, so that's what we're doing right now. So we always run a test pattern on the masking paper. It's spraying good. There's that a ridge up here. Here. Like that. There's a ridge right here. See any place else, Doug?
A little bit on this corner here. You might want to hit just to get some good coverage. Right
Yep,
above.
Yep, you're right. That looks pretty good.
How is this? Is this actually a bit through?
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let that set up for about an hour. And we're gonna very lightly sand it, and we'll be ready for the spray.
So we're gonna wash it with our degreaser, real light. Okay, then we're gonna hit it with our cat drag and we're ready to spray.
try it.
I think the mist from doing it in sections caused it to turn out a bit rougher on the end on the right.
Over here?
Yep.
Oh,
I think that's why it doesn't look as shiny, as I think it's because you did it in sections.
right.
You might be able to just do a fast dusting over it to get the paint to roll into itself. You know what I mean? Just,
Up above is okay.
yep. So if you do it, go across the whole bumper fast so that it all blends.
That's better.
Yeah, a little bit more blend in the corner, but it's really starting to pull itself in. To pull it out. A little flat right up here. Outside corner.
See where we're at?
Just on this outside corner, it's a little flat. There you go.
Got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to touch it anymore there. Okay, this looks okay.
Yeah, right in the middle of the bumper in there, yep.
Screw it open.
You're getting some sputtering lower down.
Okay, I got that pretty good there.
There you go.
Well, that's gonna have to be rubbed. I can't do anything
Yeah.
about that.
I'm seeing it.
Overall, not too bad, I think.
Yeah, you got good coverage. So let's just let it dry, and then we might need to wet sand or rub some of this stuff out. We'll probably need to hit it with some rubbing compound.
For sure. I could do it over here again. This worked over, well, yeah, I got a lot of orange peel there, but we can rub that out.
Yeah, that'll rub out just fine. Better to give us a good coat that we can rub on a bit.
Okay.
Giggity.
about as good as we're gonna do, and then we'll have to rub.
I agree.
Okay. Not that one, but can.
And give it some time to dry out into itself.
Yeah. It's kind of lime green. Oh, are you filming right now?
Yeah, that's okay. Don't worry about noise. This is the kind of stuff that I'll time lapse over a little bit. Some of the things, like when you're really monkeying with a screw or a bolt and it takes a while, like speed through.
Right.
We painted this ledge here, which is actually covered by the taillights, most of it. But we got, when we're going this way, some overspray here. So we're going to wet sand this down and buff it. And then we're going to buff this. Then we can put the taillights back in. The car will be drivable then. And then because of the angle coming in, this lip right here is a little rugged. So we'll get that sanded, and then we can buff this anytime we want. And we'll be good to go. On the bumper here, we use the one-stage paint, so we don't need to clear coat it. If we do goof up, we can clear coat it and salvage it, but hopefully we're not going to goof up. And then on this one, we use the Duplicolor, so this will have to be buffed, and then we'll have to clear coat the spoiler. And then one thing I wanted to say about the paint that we had mixed at O'Reilly's, we really liked the way it went on. We had no trouble with runs, and the only thing that kind of threw a curve is we had to keep the nozzle a little bit closer than we normally would have thought on a spray can, but it came out good and we got great coverage, as you can see. So here we go. Okay, so this is coming off great. So we just keep it wet. Just do this. And then feel it. Okay, it's going good. Okay, then we're going to do this vertical ledge next. We're going to hit that real light. And again, you can feel where you need to do it and where you don't. I'm gonna dip this in our bucket. Doug, maybe you want to feel how it's rough here and then it smooths out over here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll get my hand on camera. Yes, yeah, there is a definite
And
right
then
in here. I mean, I had gotten close with the camera before we started doing this and you could see the texture. And it's wet, so it's kind of masking, but in all reality, yeah, I mean, you can see when this buffs up, this is going to be nice and shiny, but I can feel the biggest dramatic difference right across here. You can see a little bit of the paint getting sanded off there. Son of a gun. I'll have to set more traps. I just saw that guy run by.
okay. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When we were spraying this, we couldn't get, and we're using a can, couldn't get the angle right, so we ended up underneath here is pretty thick, right where my fingers are, and rough. So we're just gonna try ever so lightly. We found a piece of conduit that's about the same curve. We're gonna put some 1000 paper on there, wet it down, and see if we can't just take that underneath rough edge off without taking the paint off that's behind it. So this is a little you might be able to hear how rough that is. I don't know.
Any luck? It's pretty rough, but really,
Yeah, actually over here I had some luck.
anything bringing that profile down is going to help.
Yeah, I just don't want to go through the paint on the back side. I'd rather just... Anybody that looks and says it's rough under there, they can just leave. We're not bringing this to a car show.
What are you doing touching my Firebird's back end, bro? Some kind of weirdo?
It's better. It's Doug. You can feel it's better. It's still rough, but feel it over here.
Yeah, I actually, well, I had looked at it before, yeah.
It's
It's
dramatically
rough, but it's a
different.
big difference. Again, bunch of material coming off there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at.
Got him.
Oh.
Got him.
Oh
I
wow.
just moved that trap. I saw him. That's a big one.
Oh wow.
Wow,
Yeah.
look at him.
Yeah, this is actually really working. It's unbelievable. The conduit is the perfect size. So that's working extremely well.
So there's a good reason I keep that box of junk under the workbench with odds and ends that I'm positive I'll need someday. For me, it's only one box so far. Sure, I got that old vintage Coca-Cola bottle opener I got a wall mount here in that box now that I think about it.
Okay, I think Doug, feel that and see if that satisfies you.
Phrasing.
So nobody's going to be able to see it.
Yeah, it's worlds better than it was. Oh my god, I cut my fingers. It's worlds better than it was. There are a few little spots here and there, like, I don't know if you can get right tucked in. There's like a 2-inch space.
Yeah, okay. Yep, you're right.
But yeah, that is, you're right. The conduit, little bit of PVC is just perfect.
Oh yeah, I got that. Just don't want to. Okay. As you can see, we got it nice and smooth with that 1000. And now we're going to try to buff it with the polishing compound here from Turtle Wax, and we'll see how that works. I'm going to try it by hand. If that doesn't work, we've got some buffers over here that we can use. So let's just see what happens. So we're going to try to use a swirling motion. And that does not look like it's bringing it out much. Yeah, not much. So we're going to have to use something more aggressive, either with a buffer or with a more aggressive compound. Not much at all. Okay, so we'll get a buffer out here and see what we can do. Okay, so we got this old orbital, and you can imagine how old this is because this was my dad's. But it works pretty good on this. Oh yeah, it's coming. Need a little bit more juice.
Yeah, that's showing in camera. I can see that. It's coming along nicely.
Jesus, slow though. I think we're gonna have to.
You know, I think you'd rather bring it up slow than try to cut through it too fast.
Well, you're right.
It's easier to take away material than add material. Careful of the light bulbs back
Yeah,
there.
I know. I'll ruin the light bulbs. See where we're at.
Yeah, it's coming.
Slow but sure. Nah, that's just way too slow.
Well, it's looking good. Look at that.
Yeah, but it's not shiny enough. Well, it's coming, but I either got to get some different, I know how this should go, and I got to get some more aggressive compound that I can do by hand first or something. And then use the finish with this. You know, we got this area right here that's shiny, and then okay, so I'm going to try this little area here. Yeah. Oh, buckets. I'm gonna go get some that's more aggressive. Okay, so impatient Tom. My turtle wax polishing compound was doing exactly what it's supposed to do, but it wasn't fast enough for me. So I went and got some McGuire's Pro Speed compound to see if I could cut through it a little faster and then use the polishing compound from Turtle Wax on top. So let's see what happens here. Well, it's pretty green or blue.
Looks nice. Looks like some expensive toothpaste.
Looks beautiful. Yeah, it's coming. Here's good. That'll polish out good with the.
Well, I got the light lined up just right so I can kind of move the camera in and out and get a better angle. And yeah, you can.
Okay. we're at here.
Closer to you is cleaner than closer to me. And towards the
Right
outside
in
of the
here is
bumper.
real good. Okay. Well, let's see what happens if we do it.
So we got like right in here
Need
is a
some.
little bit, but right up here is looking great.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. Ah, sensitive button. Oh, it's still slow going, this stuff.
I can see a difference already though.
Oh, okay.
That little blast, yeah. The camera is, it's kind of nice because I can see stuff with the naked eye at this angle. I got that light angle just right across from me, and it helps both me and the camera see. And I can see you did make a dent. Actually, I can really tell. So yeah, that's no
Okay.
the new compound was a good choice.
That's looking pretty good. Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
it's looking very nice.
Okay. Except I went through right there. Just barely. Okay, let's see how we do further down. I'll leave this and take the
Yeah.
polishing compound and hope that works.
Still better than the peeling. People have a hard time telling once the lights are on.
Well, I was trying to lean the buffer so it wouldn't go on that.
Yeah, that's what sucks is the ridge, it goes through on the ridge, but you still have a little bit of rough on that section of the lip
Well,
there.
let's try something else here. Let's see if we can go real light. We'll go real light with the foam here.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That's why you don't do this with long, shaggy hair.
Okay, we'll do right in here a little bit, and then we'll take the turtle wax to it and see if the Yeah, that's coming. Okay. Now, let's try this. Well, let me see with the sponge here. What do you think?
Well, from what I'm seeing here, it's a little bit rough here right where it came through, and then it's like pristine right up here, and then about 8 inches ahead of my fingers where it roughs up again.
Yeah.
Yep, right in there.
Okay,
So there is
so I think
this.
if we put wax on here, we're probably okay.
Yeah.
And then do this. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of sucks because we had to back off because it was going through right there, and that's like the one little spot where you have a little bit of satin.
Huh.
But I mean, again, we get the light in there. I mean, you keep coming up short. It's in here. That's better.
Okay, that's good enough
That's
because
better.
out here
Yep.
it's
Any more and you're gonna rub too much through it. Already
okay. So
rubbed a
we're
bit.
good up to about here. Okay. Okay, we'll keep going that way.
It's crazy because in the camera with the lighting angle like this, when I can get down low, you can pretty much see the transition from where it's got a real nice glass from where you've been doing the buffing, and then right where it goes into the satin.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let me get a dryer. Okay. have to do that by hand because if I had a regular. That's coming. That is going to need do that by hand. Okay, now we use the turtle wax over there. through again. I don't know. I mean, it's not really going to show up, but okay.
I'd say concentrate on that far end, and this is another one
We're
of the
going to have to
scenarios
go
where
buy
good
some
enough.
wax and then wax it and see how it ends up.
Mm.
Geez, this just, I don't know, the shine isn't coming like I thought it would, you know?
Well, I'm definitely feeling the texture difference.
That it's better.
Oh yeah, it's very, very smooth. I get the feeling that it doesn't look as good under this light to you.
Sure feels good.
Yeah, I think you're just not seeing it from the same angle, and so you're going way too hard when you've actually
No,
got it.
I can tell. It's just not.
Yeah,
Either I
there's
got to
some
take it
spots,
down
but-
more with. Maybe I'm too picky too, but
I think you're being also a bit picky.
that could
I mean,
be.
because the stuff that the areas where you're getting through, you're at a damn near mirror finish.
Ah. How's it look down here?
Get a wet rag and really clean it up. You got so much residue, that's your problem.
got some of it, but that's going to need wet sanding. Well, that's better to work with than up here. There's still right there. You can see that, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Everything else looks pretty darn good.
Okay, let's try this spot right here with some 15 or 1,000.
A little bit more closer to the car. There you go, right in there is where I'm seeing it. That's where the worst of it was for this angle.
It's already a lot better.
Yeah.
There's some in here.
There you go, right in there again.
Okay, let's buff it and see what we end up with. Oh yeah,
There we go.
finally. I could do some more right there and right there, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna do the polish and wax. Right here, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit in there is where it's rough, but otherwise it's looking, yeah, I see it there and then like a little bit here, but I can hardly even feel this. And on this light, from my angle, I really don't think it's as bad as you seem to be reacting to. Once you get that buffer on there, it'll clean up real good.
Yeah, we're not. We're probably just a little too picky. Far cry from what it was.
It's better than peeling paint, and this car is still destined to see dirt roads from time to time. Besides, it's the fun of a project. We can always paint the bumper again next year.
Right in here, right in there. Okay. And that's gonna be about it. Then I'm gonna buff it. We're gonna go get some good wax. How come we didn't think about decent wax when we were at the...
I thought we had some wax here.
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure
you
Sharon's
do.
got some nice wax in her detailing
Yeah, I
set.
think you told me that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. We're gonna buff it, wax it, and be happy. Okay. And I'm not tackling. Then we're gonna wax it from here down to here, and we'll put the lights in it. And then we can worry about this later,
Yeah,
okay? If you agree.
I agree.
Okay, let's do some buffing.
This actually, getting down low like this gives me such a great angle to bounce the light. You can really see. So there's an area here close to this ridge, so you kind of got a curve right in here where the buff stops. So you'll want to make sure that you get in here when you're getting it. But yeah, this is
Right here.
Yep, yeah, because the line terminates at kind of a diagonal.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah. It's gonna look good.
Yeah, it's coming together real nice.
Better than I thought. Yeah. That
I can
buffed,
see your face in it.
that buffed out good.
Yeah.
What the hell? Are we learning or what?
A little bit more towards the, on your side of the bumper, you'll want to get a little bit more into that ridge towards the body of the car.
Down here?
No, towards the body of the car.
Oh.
There you go. Yeah, right where
Right
your
in
finger-
there?
Yeah, right in
Okay.
there it's showing up. And it kind of starts looking rough right about here. So from here,
So take the buffer in.
yeah, get it in a little closer. At least that's how the light's reflecting. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. I see you're right. I'm just gonna leave it. It's pretty damn good.
I think it's very good, yeah.
Okay.
I think at this stage in the
And we'll
game, by the time we wax it, the only reason I think you're seeing much streaking is because you're getting the residue off.
Right. Jeez, I went through here. I can't believe that.
We were thinking
That's
about
gonna be covered up anyway, because I think the taillights are almost flush.
the taillights are pretty damn close. They'll hide a lot. Besides, we were thinking about two-toning this at the ground effect anyway, so don't stress.
Okay.
next year we'll just sand it down again.
Whoop. Holy buckets, Tom.
I'm like in the first few rows of a Gallagher show here.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good. I think if you're doing this one more pass, this is gonna seal it right up. Because I mean, there were a few spots, but
Whoa. For a couple of hacks. We didn't do too bad. Just had to learn how much pressure and how much compound to use. It's not bad. What do you think?
I think the camera makes it look worse just because there's still some moisture on it, but in person I can tell it just needs to evaporate a little and that cloudiness will go away. See what I mean? Yeah, run a dry rag over here real quick. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Now we put some wax on it.
Yep.
Now I could go in here more and stuff. That's a winter project. What the
No,
hell?
let's not worry about it. We're just trying to get it together for the summer. Decent 10-footer is fine for now.
Right.
When it comes time to actually do a whole lot of, I mean, we got, for reference for anybody watching, let's not forget the condition that we got on the rest of the vehicle. So we're just,
Yeah.
we're just taking care of the most egregious peeling right now and rattle canning our way through it, and we will enjoy it for the rest of the season and revisit it later.
Right. Hi. It's been a couple weeks since we finished painting our back bumper here, and we did that with the one-stage paint from O'Reilly. As you can see, we got a great match. So then we lightly sanded it and buffed it, got the shine on it, waxed it, and we took it on a trip for the 4th of July, drove a couple hundred miles, and car ran great, the thermostat worked great, and we had a great time.